Hey guys, Brian Haywood here. Welcome back to my Beards and Banjos YouTube channel where we discuss tips and tricks for your beards. We do some product reviews and unboxings, and we've got this beard advice series where you guys can be featured in your own video. All you've got to do is send in a couple of pictures to me to that email address you see below. I take a look at it for a little while and you get featured in your own video like we're doing today. And today we've got Zack. Zack's another ginger beard. He's 23 years old, so he's relatively young. He started growing his beard out after he got out of the military last year, so thank you for your service there, Zack. What you've got looks great. Got some potential to grow a little bit more if you wish, but a couple of questions he had for me was about the mustache in particular, and then also how he's got his sideburns. You see right now he's got his sideburns kind of faded out and going to a point. I really like the look that you've got going on right now. So I wouldn't do anything too drastic at this point. I took a look at a picture that you had on Instagram, and man, you looked, to be honest, I had a couple of like beard model guys picked out, and your picture looks better than theirs. So I can't really argue a whole lot with what you've got going on. If you decide to grow a little bit longer with your beard, right now you kind of got a little bit of a rounded shape, which looks great. A lot of guys with kind of really curly beards kind of stick to the rounded beard. Yours is curly, but it's got some waves in it too. So I think you could experiment around over the next couple of years after you kind of play around with it. So let it fill out. You could go with more of the kind of lined bottom underneath instead of the rounded. You've got a little bit of that going on, so you're kind of in a happy medium right now. But you could go either rounded, or you could kind of square that off, get the square line in the back if you wish to play around with that. As far as your sideburns, I like what you've got right now with the point. If you decide to go a lot longer, you would probably want to let this area fill out more just to kind of provide the bulk with it, because that would allow your sides here to fill out a little bit more if you're going with more length. It's all about staying in proportion for me. So if you've got a really long beard that's just kind of stays in the box, to me at some point it starts to look a little bit out of proportion. So to me, if you let it grow, let's say you let it grow an inch, then you kind of let this area fill out a little bit too, and then you can kind of shape it from there. As far as your mustache, you've got the potential to let it grow out into the handlebar shape, which you mentioned to me. Right now, you've got the line in the middle, especially, is kind of really high. It's up off of the lip completely. I would start letting that grow a little bit and try to get it to, see which way it goes. If it goes straight down, then you can kind of let it go down about even with the where your lips part, and you can start to see that kind of, it's always a manlier looking look to me. I think it's more rugged, and then you start kind of train it. There's a lot of mustache waxes and beard waxes and those kind of things that will allow you to start kind of brushing it to the side. You definitely have enough here to be able to pull it into the tips. I don't know if you want the full handlebar. I don't know if that kind of matches your look that you're going for, but I do like kind of, kind of like I've got, is to kind of go down into the side, into the point, and that'll also kind of cover up a little bit some of these weaker areas here, which is what I have as well. And it kind of helps everything blend in. It'll also draw a little bit more attention to it, especially if you've got that nice full beard down here, to have just a little bit more up there for your mustache. I think always looks a little bit better. So don't be afraid to try it. All right, you can always cut it and it'll grow back. Especially being 23, the coverage that you have is going to come in a little bit thicker over the next 5 years or so, more than likely, even though you've got a really great coverage already. But definitely try that, because I could tell in the middle how strong of the growth that is. So you do have potential to kind of get it to grow and then start sweeping it to the sides. And then you just have to see if you like it, play around with some different styles, work on making sure you keep it separate, and then figure out if you want to go all the way up for the handlebar, want to go straight out, want to go for more the manicured look, or just kind of the natural kind of bushy brushed out look, if you will. But anyway, what you've got looks great, and keep me updated if you have any questions about trying out different mustache waxes or any of that. I've got a lot of videos, but I'll be glad to give you some more advice on that as well. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video.